IMF calls India the global leader in fast payments, and the numbers prove exactly why.
I just see a very promising future in India. Unified payments interface. It makes it easy for anyone to instantly accept payments across different apps. And India is the first country in the world to do anything like this.
Unified payment interface UPI.
And UPI, Unified Payments Interface, UPI.
Platforms like UPI. UPI has clearly become India's leading digital payment platform.
In June 2025 alone, India processed 18.4 billion UPI transactions, worth more than 24 lakh crore rupees. Today, UPI powers 85% of all digital payments inside India, and nearly 50% of the world's real-time digital payments. Every single day, India runs more than 640 million UPI transactions, more than what Visa processes globally. UPI now connects 675 banks, serves 491 million people, and is accepted by 65 million merchants. This isn't just big. This is the largest fast payment system in human history. UPI didn't just enter the market, it dominated it, reshaped it, and became the backbone of India's digital economy. And today, from buying a train ticket to paying for a cup of chai, everywhere you go, every small and big merchant has a UPI scanner waiting for you. Digital payments aren't a luxury anymore. They're simply a way of life. But here's the real question. How did this happen in a country where people once didn't even trust online payments? A country where e-commerce companies had to offer cash on delivery because customers refused to pay online. How did a nation that preferred physical notes suddenly adopt digital money faster than most developed countries? This video is not just about UPI or digital payments. This video is going to be a masterclass in consumer psychology, especially for young entrepreneurs. Because the rise of UPI is not just a technological revolution, it is a behavioral revolution. This is the story of how India built the world's biggest digital payment network. To understand the rise of India's greatest financial revolution, we need to go back to where it all began. In 2009, India created the National Payments Corporation of India, NPCI. Its mission was huge: bring all payment systems in the country under one umbrella and make digital payments simple, secure, and universal. But when RBI studied the data in 2011, the reality was alarming. The average Indian made just 6 non-cash transactions in an entire year. Only 10 million shops accepted card payments, and more than 145 million families didn't even have a bank account. India was a cash-dominated economy, and with that came corruption, black money, and zero financial trace. So, in 2012, the RBI unveiled a bold vision: a payment system that would be safe, fast, inclusive, interoperable, and paperless. A system that could work for everyone, from billionaires in cities to farmers in remote villages. That vision finally took shape in 2016, when UPI was launched for public use. India didn't know it yet, but the world's biggest digital payment revolution had just begun. UPI's adoption didn't happen overnight. It unfolded through a series of events that pushed India step by step toward a digital-first future. The first shockwave came in 2016, demonetisation.
To break the grip of corruption and black money, we have decided 500 rupee and 1000 rupee currency notes presently in use will no longer be legal tender from midnight to night.
When 500 rupee and 1000 rupee notes were demonetized, cash suddenly became unreliable. People waited in long queues for days just to exchange their own money. For the first time, millions realized that physical cash was fragile. Keeping money in the bank and using digital payments felt safer. Then came the second shockwave, Reliance Jio. In the same year, Jio launched its 4G network with free internet and free calls for 6 months.
Every new Jio user will get Jio's data, voice, video, and the full bouquet of Jio applications and content absolutely free till 31st March 2017.
It was the first time Indians used the internet daily, not once a month. People who didn't have smartphones bought one. 4G phone sales exploded, and so did UPI adoption. The third turning point was the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. People avoided touching anything unnecessary, especially cash. Contactless payments felt safer, cleaner, and faster. UPI usage hit record levels. And then came the rise of third-party apps, Paytm, PhonePe, Google Pay. Simple interface, smooth experience, cashback rewards, instant transfers. These apps helped people build trust. They didn't just support UPI, they made UPI mainstream. UPI grew because it solved real problems. Instant payments, secure transfers. No need to share bank details, just a simple virtual ID. One app for all banks. But India isn't the only one impressed by UPI. Around the world, diplomats, business leaders, and even heads of state have experienced UPI firsthand, and their reactions have been overwhelmingly positive.
It's a really nice one.
Sir, how many rings? So that is just picked up, Paytm.
You just put the rupee on it and it's a digital payment.
It's an instantaneous digital payment.
And you just dump
711.
and you just pay one
And that's right.
You can do that all over India.
That's the UPI concept of digitalization. So every person's bank account is into a code.
Foreign tourists who visit India often say the same thing.
If you're coming to India, there's a new cashless way to pay with none of those pesky credit card fees, and even the chaiwala on the side of the road accepts this form of payment. It's called UPI, and it's India's homegrown digital wallet with over 260 million users and 8 billion transactions per month. And foreigners can join India's payment revolution now too. When you arrive at the airport, kiosks are there to load your foreign currency into a wallet app on your phone. Then you can start scanning QR codes and making instant payments. Any balance remaining is refundable too. So if you want to carry less cash, more coconuts, and avoid foreign transaction fees, UPI looks like the future of travel to me. What do you think?
They're shocked at how easy, fast, and universal UPI payments are.
This is how we pay. So you open your camera, scan it.
And then you can pay. That is so cool.
120. I don't show the passport.
Yeah, don't show any.
Speed.
Wow. We can't do that, but that is awesome. Kind of like paying with your card at home, but that's cooler. Dhanyavad bhai sahab.
French President Emmanuel Macron have also experienced and praised the technology.
Already paid. He's got it.
And you go to confirmation there.
Today, UPI challenging the world's biggest financial giants, Visa and Mastercard. For decades, Visa and Mastercard controlled digital payments globally. Every swipe, every tap, every online purchase, they earned a fee. But UPI broke the model. Free, instant bank-to-bank transfers with no intermediaries taking a cut. UPI became a direct threat to these American networks, especially if India could take it global. And that is exactly what's happening. The RBI has already begun pushing UPI into international markets, especially in countries that use the dollar, pound, and euro through bilateral agreements. The Ministry of External Affairs, too, is aggressively promoting UPI, not just for convenience, but for geopolitical influence. Because a strong global payment system gives a country power. For decades, the world relied on Visa, Mastercard, and, most importantly, SWIFT, a system dominated by Western nations. But during the Russia-Ukraine war, the world witnessed the danger of this dependency. When the US and its allies cut Russia off from SWIFT, an entire economy was crippled overnight. Banks froze, businesses collapsed, trade stopped. Citizens couldn't send or receive money internationally. India understood this deeply. In October 2022, India offered UPI technology to the entire Commonwealth of Nations. In February 2023, PhonePe enabled UPI-based international payments in UAE, Singapore, Mauritius, Nepal, and Bhutan, allowing Indians to pay in local currency directly from their bank accounts. In April 2023, NPCI's global arm, NIPL, partnered with PPRO, allowing global merchants and international payment providers to accept UPI. Countries like Singapore, UAE, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, France, Netherlands, Nepal, and several others have begun adopting or testing UPI. From buying chai at a roadside stall in India to paying at a supermarket in Dubai, UPI is slowly becoming a part of global digital infrastructure. And this is just the beginning.